Hi guys, it's Paisley. Have a little bit of a different setting today, obviously. Anyways, today, this evening, I'm going to make a video about moving forward, which is definitely a very awesome thing. I think we all could just spend a little bit more time moving forward. If we're gonna be thinking positively about the future instead of dwelling on the past. So, I have compiled 3 tips for you that I am sure will help you to move forward in your life, regardless of what's happening to you or what has happened to you or where you're at in your life. There will always be one undisputable fact, and that is that life always keeps moving forward. But a lot of the time, we are not moving forward with life. Like, we're still back here thinking about 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, or last month, or last week, or yesterday. And we're just, oh my gosh, going over those memories over and over and over again. And a lot of the time we're replaying memories that it's like, why am I replaying this? This is not serving me in any way, shape, or form. And because your brain doesn't actually know the difference between reality, like what's happening outside of your world, and what's happening inside of your mind, you can then conjure up all those same emotions associated with that memory. So even if it was just something that happened yesterday, like a confrontation with your boss, maybe you felt really embarrassed or angry, something happened, right? Chances are you've been replaying that in your mind over and over and over again. Then you're continuing to produce those emotions associated with that memory. So it's pretty safe to say that I think a lot of us could definitely spend way less time replaying the past and moving on towards the future and enjoying the present moment. So this video specifically is about moving forward. So tip number 1, set exciting goals. So human beings are happy when they're making progress. I want you to think back on your life, do a really brief reflection, and maybe look at where you're at right now and look at those maybe phases, moments in your life where you are making tremendous progress on something that you were really passionate about and that you really cared about. Chances are you were feeling pretty good. You were feeling pretty happy. Maybe right now, you're not making so much progress on something, or maybe you are. But we get really happy when we're making progress on things, especially things that are meaningful for us and that we care about, things that we're passionate about. When we feel like we are moving forward, even if it's ever so slowly, if we have that sense of like, okay, I'm a little bit further than I was last week, and I'm definitely way further than I was last month. That makes us happy. Feeling stuck, like we've been in the same place forever, or like we're regressing, not good news. So, one of the best ways to immediately snap out of that negative mental headspace of living in the past is to get excited about something, set a big goal or set a small goal or set some goal, like whatever you're passionate about, whatever you want to be doing, set some goals and get really excited about them and get to work. Like focus on that future that you want. Okay, tip and number 2. Okay, guys, I just have to admit, I am so not perfect in this area, but it has definitely come to my attention that sometimes it's difficult to let go of the past if we're holding on to resentments. So I've definitely noticed that if there's somebody that I'm feeling resentful towards, or if I'm feeling resentful towards myself, or if I'm feeling guilty, I find myself kind of obsessing about that and not wanting to let it go. So if you want to let go of the past, you also have to be in acceptance of everything that has happened up until this point. And if amends need to be made, like you need to apologize to somebody for something that you've done and then forgive yourself, or if you need to forgive somebody else, do that, make that happen so that you can move forward. Because if there's some issue that happened in the past, maybe you're at a standstill with somebody, you got in a big fight, you guys haven't been talking for like a week, whatever it is, make peace with those relationships and then just move forward. Like always remember, what has happened has happened. I can't change it. What I can do is use my past experiences to make me all the more wiser, and I can choose to make better decisions tomorrow. Okay, so last tip, and this one's really awesome, is using whatever is in your past that has been painful, that has been hurtful, all the adversity that you've experienced and the obstacles that you've been facing, use that, because that stuff is juicy. Like, that stuff is mad energy. That stuff is taking up so much energy in your body. So I'm just going to give you an example from something personal that I'm experiencing right now so I can really drive the point home. I am currently in the process of getting a divorce. And as some of you may know, getting a divorce can be very stressful. There has been lots and lots of things that are coming up into my life that are basically like slapping me in the face. Life is kind of hard right now. I'm not gonna lie. But literally, the harder it gets, the more stuff that happens to me, the more times I get knocked down, I am all the more motivated to get back up and to go harder and harder and harder. And that, my friends, is what I'm talking about. It's using those experiences to become a better person. It's using those experiences to help other people because you know what it feels like. Everything that you go through can be used for a greater purpose. In my opinion, it should be, because otherwise it just goes to waste. Like, if you learned a super hard lesson, great, awesome, that's so cool. You learned a lesson. Now go out and spread the word, and use that lesson that you learned to reflect on yourself and become a better person. Anyways, those are my tips on moving forward in life. It's very important. If I were to add just one tiny little thing, I would definitely say meditate a lot. Because when you meditate, you're practicing letting your thoughts go. And I definitely do think that moving forward requires a lot of letting go of the past. So, meditation, totally rock it. Alright guys, that's it for tonight, and stay hungry and stay happy.